Hey everyone, Captain here. I literally just woke up. The first thing I decided to do was I'm gonna record a YouTube video. So yes, I'm here at 7:40 in the morning, just to be a cookie on the internet. Anyway, so if you don't know what Dandy's World is, how could you not? Dandy's World is literally one of the most popular games on Roblox for some reason. Apart from the fact that people love shipping them together. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was a Dandy's World clone that's actually pretty good. I liked it. It's called Dolly's Factory. I tried it for the first time, along with Toon Universe that I want to try out at some point. But the thing is with Dolly's Factory is that when I went into the game and I played it for like 2 hours or I believe like 2 hours, I had some gripes with it that I wanted to talk about. You know, what I liked and what I didn't like. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you don't really care that much about explanations, or you just want my final verdict, quote unquote, well, to simply put it, if Dandy's wardrobe exists, then over here we have Dolly's game room. Dolly's Factory focuses a whole lot more on gameplay in exchange for everything else feeling lackluster in comparison. And while a fresh new gameplay style is always welcome, if everything has to falter in exchange for it, it's not that worth it. But it doesn't mean the game's bad. Don't get me wrong, the game is not bad. It's significantly 10 quadrillion times more fun than Dandy's World ever could be. I don't know what the hell Dandy's World is doing over there, but you see, Dandy's World's gameplay has always been the exact same since release, with essentially no differences to make it feel like something you'd want to play consistently. While Dolly's Factory is the opposite, where the gameplay is very fun and unique every time, which gives a nice breath of fresh air when it comes to Dandy's World type game. But while it can be good to have uniqueness, there's also a thing called random go, which this game also heavily exemplifies. Unlike Dandy's World, the game just throws you into completely new territory with little to no explanation for how things work. Even though, to be fair, at least they actually say something, and Danny's World just says, oh, by the way, the game is unbelievably stupidly easy, so it shouldn't be hard for you to figure out how the game works, so, you know. Anyway, the lobby, going into the game, you see the lobby. It's pretty massive. There's like a lot of NPCs, but can someone explain to me why there's duplicates of NPCs? Like, there's like 2 raccoon guys, 2 to 3 of those, like, of the starter dog thing. Like, why is there duplicates? Don't you clearly you have more than enough characters to at least not duplicate, you know? Secondly, why the hell was it so hard for me to find the shop? I found it in like a minute or so, but the lobby is so massive and cluttered that it's like very difficult to really see the entire thing and get a grasp on where to go. At the very least, have a bigger and brighter sign. However, it's not horrible, so I can forgive it and move on to the gameplay itself. When you first join in, you are introduced to the first floor and a machine which has an average, just average skill check, yada yada. But you know what? I kind of like the way you work on the machine. I really do. It's just funny seeing them just consistently cranking, and it's a lot more soothing than the Dandy's World machines. That's an odd thing to say, but yes, that is a thing to say. Apart from that, the twist, rejects. Yeah, rejects. This is their monsters. They're called rejects. It's basically, this entire lore, if I remember correctly, is basically just ugly dolls. They didn't go to some random dream world and instead had a thirst for corruption. Anyway, the pacing is meant to be fast, having them rush towards you like they actually want to kill you. Like in Danny's world, they're like slow as hell, but now here they're like, oh, get the hell over here, get the hell over here. Anyway, and the best part, a chase theme. For some reason, Dolly's Factory has chase themes. And it actually kind of livens the game up. It doesn't make you feel bored within like 3 minutes of just hearing or whatever random noises there are that try to make the game scary. And it's like, what's even the point of those noises in the first place? Anywho, the rejects also have a lot more uniqueness to them compared to Danny's World, with like 60% of the Twisteds being pure chase with slight modifications. This game actually gives some sort of difficulty without it feeling too much pressure on you. Is what I would say if they didn't just screw me over, completely ignore what I was me glazing them, and just say, you know what, let's actually do that right now. Before I explain that, this is Dexter, human plushie. I honestly don't know what the hell this thing is, but they're the shopkeeper of the game, and apparently also the train conductor and mechanic. In the shop, apart from obviously buying items, you can sell some of your items to him for a decent price, or even buy permanent buffs for the rest of the run. However, if it kind of encourages multiple players to contribute to said buff, but since I played only on solo, kind of had to do it myself. That doesn't mean the mechanic is bad. It's still fair, but it's clear you get more value if you have people with you. Anywho, out of nowhere, the train breaks down and Dexter tells you to get to the train parts as we get introduced to a signature reject to the zone. The mole guy, I don't remember his name, I'll flash it up on the screen. But he's supposed to be the pressure, you know, like they I wouldn't say mini boss, but he's like I was hoping, I really don't know what he's supposed to be, but anyway, he's basically, when you get a train part, he immediately just starts drilling to you, and then after he tries to do the mimic project thing where after a small wind up he pops out of nowhere, or it pops up from under you. The thing is that he doesn't give you the shock. He doesn't, like, you know, make you fall. But anyway, he's like, even though he's supposed to be really difficult, he's not. And his entire gimmick kind of sucks if you can just cheese it with elevation or restart the chase entirely with a interesting mechanic that was ripped from Dead by Daylight for some reason. Pallets! Yeah, for some reason they decided to add pallets into the game, and while a chase deleter is helpful, in a game like this, sabotage is bound to happen, and unlike Dead by Daylight, the monsters are actually a threat. However, to make things better, plushies have a health system rather than a heart system, having a set amount of health that can vary depending on what character you're using. So not only do we have to destroy rejects, we have a way to destroy rejects, we also have a lot more bulk, and that isn't even including items like Med Kit, which heals your health fully, not even percent, fully, and a shield which gives you overheal, and even more common items that reset your active ability. Yeah, someone greenlit these items for some reason. You don't see how much help you get in the game? Like, the game is supposed to be extremely difficult so early on. You see, Dolly's Factory starts throwing bricks at you 10 times faster than Shrimpo ever could. And it's just like, no. Firstly, the greenhouse. Now, I don't know if it was poor luck, but can someone please explain why I got a very unique floor with a completely different mechanic 3 times before floor 10, and how the only thing you get is be quick, but don't be quick. The way this zone works is that a reject named Shrooby will chase after you, with another reject kind of being the checker, making sure you don't speedrun the zone, while also having the game tell you to speedrun the zone as vaguely as it possibly could. Thankfully, I have a natural ability to usually understand things easily. So after the second run, I understood how the moss creature thing reject works. But still, the fact that it just shoves you in and doesn't clue you in and heavily relies on assuming you know what to do isn't good game design. And afterwards, Dexter's shop just decides it doesn't exist and he has to repair his train as apparently he got the massive dent fixed up in a jiffy, but can't even fix a screen at the time. Like, what? His selling thing is replaced with a trash bin when he's fixing his train, and at that point, better off just using the item entirely instead of trashing it. This continues repeating until you get to zone 5, or I'm assuming. I was very surprised to find out what happens at zone 5. I don't know why this one didn't tell me it was one. I think it was just a bug, but Dolly's factory has bosses. Yeah, I didn't realize till I made it to zone 10, but apparently they have bosses with actual banger themes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen here. The first ball was stupidly easy for no reason and kind of a letdown compared to the damn greenhouse zone that felt like a better boss than Mr. Dumbjock over here. Apparently, every 5 floors there's supposed to be a new boss, and those bosses vary in gameplay and style in a way that makes the game feel like a game. But the only gripe I have for them is that their intro will work much better as you enter the room, kind of like showing a whole cutscene of them showing up, and then it zooms out to you, rather than it being on the small screen where it kind of waters down how cool it's supposed to be. Not to mention how, again, you're just there. You're just shoved in there to learn by yourself, which could be a similar situation with Doors, where it's a trial and error type game. But at the same time, if you're going to give hints, you might as well give hints for more important floors. Lastly, I want to talk about the difficulty scaling when it comes to the zones as compared to something like Danny's World, where after floor 20 the game starts ramping in difficulty. Dolly's factory says, "Screw it! Random go!" I get that they wanted to show what they can do, but there are so many things shoved in your face to prepare you for immediately ramping that it makes the learning part more annoying than fun. And that is my key issue with the game. I think the game is very fun overall and has the potential to be a high-rising game. But if the gameplay is the only thing you're focusing on, nothing else, not even like no better tutorial, no better quality of life, and then your game is just gonna feel more frustrating to play than have fun on. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that you're focused on gameplay compared to Dandy's World. Okay, we don't talk about Dandy's World, but where Quill wants you just to suck her and buy her stuff and pretend gameplay never existed, these guys actually want you to play their game and have fun. But having too much of a good thing can become a bad thing. There's still a lot of gameplay mechanics I haven't even talked about, like levers, wires or whatever, coils, whatever the hell this is, this exists, and realistic cog physics. There's a lot more I haven't even gotten to, so I haven't even talked about yet. There's so many gameplay mechanics. It's just like there's too much to go over. Overall, I enjoyed this game, but if I have to constantly be spamming, if I have to be consistently spammed with this and that and so on and so forth, it's just gonna make me mad, you know? And that's not mentioning things like, for some reason, the most common reject in the game gets less research than a kind of mini boss. Explain that to me, please. Alright. That's all I want to talk about. There's still a lot I could go over, but I don't want this video to be like very long. I don't know how long it's gonna be in retrospect, but I don't know. I just woke up. I'm cranky. What do you want from me? Anyway, there's still a lot to go over, but I don't want to or don't know yet. Like, for example, whatever the hell this means. But anyways, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Captain out. Give me a break, guys. Okay, I just woke up. You know, I'm tired. Okay, maybe I'm not as enthusiastic as you guys want me to be. All right, maybe I'm not just as. See you, everybody. Captain out. Like, come on, you guys know I'm still working on the outro and intro. I don't know. Saying Captain in, Captain out can feel corny or weird. I don't know. I'm still figuring out what I want to do. Maybe I just want to go. Let's get straight into the video, or let's get straight out of the video. I don't know, bro. What do you want from me? But yeah, be sure to subscribe or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I don't know.